Hi there, I'm Boy Fee, and welcome back to 108 Tree Species, Part 5. The finale of the series, the final part, and we ended on 100 last time, and number 100 was Redwood. It was the big number 100 reveal, and now we have actually not 8 more species left, we actually have 10, because my collection has grown since I started the series. So now we actually have 110 species, so that's how I will be referring to it in the future. But it's a constantly growing thing, so we'll see. There'll probably be more videos in the future. Anyways, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of sad a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to miss these. I mean, there'll probably be more. If I get to like 150, I'll probably make a part 6. If my collection grows to 150, then I'll make a part 6. And then obviously if it goes to 200, I will definitely make part 7 or 8 or whatever. It will just probably keep growing, but this is the original finale, I guess. So, I don't know, it's kind of sad. So, at number 101, we have Chamard Oak, which is an interesting name, isn't it? And Chamard Oak is an oak. I dropped it. You didn't see that. Chamard Oak is an oak from the Southeast America, and Chamard oak is a deciduous tree, meaning it drops leaves each year. It turns kind of a reddish color in fall. And Chamard oak is a quite large tree. It can grow to be like 75 to 100 feet, and it has a wide canopy. It kind of like makes like an umbrella shape, similar to that of a live oak, but not as dramatic as a live oak. And Chamard oak has very hard, strong, durable oak, which is a light brown kind of color with some white and gray inside there mixed in. It was a decently easy one to carve, but Chamard oak is very smooth. It has a very smooth finish. I think it has the smoothest finish out of any oak I've had, which is actually kind of. At 102 or 102, we have winged elm. Fly, elm, fly. You gotta keep your hand in this one because it tries to fly away sometimes. Joking, it does not try to fly away. They call it winged elm because the seeds kind of have wings on them a little bit. But winged elm, here it is. Kind of interesting wood. It's kind of like a grayish, whitish wood. It was pretty decently easy to carve, and elm trees are very medicinal trees. Elms you can you've probably heard, or it's very famous out there, the slippery elm bark is very good for the throat and, you know, sickness or the flu or things like that. You can make tea out of it, but that goes for all elms. Slippery elm is just the most potent of the species. But yeah, it's a medicinal tree, and elm trees are a deciduous tree. I mean, they drop their leaves. They usually turn about a yellow color in fall. And it's a medium-sized tree. It doesn't grow crazy big, but it doesn't grow small either. It's kind of like in the middle. Yeah, that's winged elm. You got to keep your hands on this one, otherwise it will fly away. At 103, we have hevea, or rubber tree. So I think you know where I'm leading with this one. Yes, this is the tree from South America that they extract rubber to make tires or gaskets or, you know, anything that's rubber. Rubber seals. Yeah, they extract it from the rubber tree. And the rubber trees actually, believe it or not, rubber tree has very gorgeous wood. Very workable. Has a beautiful light color with these beautiful freckles and kind of speckles inside of it. and it polishes very well. You'll see a lot of Hevia countertops or Hevia tables and all sorts of that kind of stuff. But rubber tree is a very fascinating tree. At 104 we have pignut hickory. So, you know, pig. But interesting name, I know. It's a kind of an interesting name, but I will tell you the meaning of it. So hickories are in the walnut family. And walnuts, you know, everybody knows what a walnut is, I assume. And hickory is basically like a really small walnut, basically. And they're edible, and you can eat them. But pignut hickory shells are often found on the forest floor, or where they grow, or, you know, anytime underneath a tree. And if you've ever walked in the deciduous forest of the eastern America, you'll probably have seen a pignut hickory on the ground and be like, what's that nut that looks like a pig snout or a hog snout, you know? And it's like the nut shell looks like it has a pig in it. So that's why they call it pignut hickory, because the nuts have like a pig snout. So interesting name there. Kind of a cool name. I think it's kind of fun. But hickory is a super duper strong wood. They usually make hickory in axe handles and bows and any like really strong application. A lot of times like really heavy duty trailers will be made out of hickory. But hickory is very, very strong wood. It's like probably hickory and oak are probably my two strongest woods I have. Besides one coming up. The one coming up I have is super strong also. But yeah, hickory is very nice color. It's kind of like a cream color. It's got some brown hues. Some certain hickories you'll get kind of a red heartwood, which is very beautiful if you get that. I didn't get that with this one though, so just a kind of a cream color on this one. But yeah, that is pignut hickory. At 105 we have sweet gum. That was cringy. Anyways, sweet gum. American sweet gum to be exact, because there's about 3 or 4 species of sweet gum. But American sweet gum, so the sweet gum that grows in America. And sweet gum leaves are usually confused with maple leaves because they're both kind of like stars. I'll put a picture of it, but sweet gum leaves are kind of star-shaped, and they call it sweet gum because the Native Americans used to chew the sweet inner bark of the tree, which is actually kind of medicinal. It's high inside zinc or something like that. I think it's zinc and iron it's high in. But another cool fact about sweet gum, kind of an identification tip, is sweet gum has those classic signature kind of, you know, COVID spike ball things. So, you know, disease balls. I call them disease balls. But kind of like spiked seed cone. And if you see those, you instantly know, ah, that's sweet gum. Ah, that's sweet gum. And I can snap now. There we go. Ah, that's sweet gum. And yeah, that's an identification tip. And sweet gum's wood is very beautiful. It's got a light brown wood, very hard, very durable. It's very similar to maple in terms of like finish and strength. And it's quite a large tree actually. Sweet gum can get pretty big. I think it can get like 100 feet, 75 feet. So pretty big tree, especially for hardwood. But yeah, that is American sweet gum. All right, 106, 106th tree species. That was weird. Anyways, 106 is a really unique tree that I'm very proud to have in my collection, and that is Tutara, or yeah, Tutara. Pronunciation isn't exactly 100% sure, but Tutara is from New Zealand. Surprise, you weren't expecting that. And Tutara is, sometimes they call it redwood of New Zealand, but it is not a redwood. It is a type of podocarp, or yew. It is a type of yew. It's in the yew family. Not you, not me, him, the yew, Y-E-W. It's a bad joke. Anyways, it's in the yew family, and it's a type of podocarp tree. and it is Tutara, and it grows pretty tall. It's got this really beautiful, shreddy, papery bark that kind of peels off in these brilliant red colors, and it has these really soft needles that they feel really nice. I don't know, they're satisfying. But it is more of a heat-loving conifer, and it is a conifer evergreen tree. But yeah, it's from New Zealand, and that is Tutara. The wood is very beautiful. It's got like a tan color with some brown. Pretty nice, easy to carve. That is Tutara from New Zealand. At 107, we have a fun one, and this one is blue bamboo. But, boy fee, that's not blue, that's like tan. Well, my spoon's not blue, sadly, but, you know, the actual bamboo is blue, so that's why they call it blue bamboo. But blue bamboo is a very tall bamboo, and very wide. It's like a timber species of bamboo. It's very wide canes, and bamboo is a type of grass, it's not a tree, so I don't know if it goes for 100 tree species, but it's 100 spoon species in my book, so bamboos count. But this is blue bamboo from China, and it's a nice size because, like I said, it's a timber bamboo. Bamboo is really fun to carve because it's really soft. I've never seen somebody carve bamboo, but I carve it because I think it's fun. They make a lot of bamboo spoons in like stores and stuff. They sell a lot of bamboo silverware. But bamboo is just really great. It cleans really well, it polishes really well, it seals really well. Yeah, that's blue bamboo. At 108, we have another blue tree, which is weird. It's blue Douglas fir, actually, or some people call it Rocky Mountain Douglas fir. But this is a subspecies of regular or coastal Douglas fir, which grows on the British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, California coast, and that's coast Douglas fir. And then this is blue Douglas fir, or Rocky Mountain Douglas fir, it's also called sometimes. And blue Douglas fir grows from, eastern British Columbia down through the Rockies, through Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, that kind of area. And here it is. It's kind of got a beautiful orangish red color like Douglas firs do. They call it blue Douglas fir because coastal Douglas fir has greenish needles, like a lime green needle, sort of. And blue Douglas fir has bluish green needles, so it's like a pretty bluish green needle color. And that is mostly caused from the elevation. A lot of trees, or conifer trees especially, when they go into a high elevation, they often will change in color. Like Rocky Mountain juniper is kind of a bluish green color. And it's very similar to eastern red cedar, but it has a higher elevation climate than more than eastern red cedar, so it has more bluish needles. And same goes with blue Douglas fir. It grows in higher elevations than coastal Douglas fir, so it has more of a bluish needle color, which is actually kind of pretty and cool. Another tree that does that is Atlas cedar. Atlas cedar grows like 7,000 feet high in the mountains of the Atlas Mountains of Africa. And Atlas cedar almost has like pure blue needles. It's just gorgeously blue. But yeah, that's a cool fact about high elevation conifer trees. But yeah, that is blue Douglas fir from the Rocky Mountains. At 109, we have, this might seem crazy. You might think I'm weird, like, what was Boy Free thinking? But we actually have blue ebony here, which is interesting. I had 3 blue species in a row. Maybe I should do blue China fir next. But anyways, kind of an interesting coincidence there. But this is blue ebony. And I got this one from a friend. But this one is amazing. It was really hard to carve. It was like the second hardest piece I've ever carved. Like, my thumbs had blisters after. It was a good challenge. My friend knew what he was getting me into. But yeah, blue ebony. This is the heaviest spoon I have. I have spoons that are bigger than this. But this ebony is so dense and so heavy that it's like, if you curl it with your fingers, it's like you're lifting weights. It's just really heavy. And ebony is a tropical tree from South America. They also have ebonies in Africa. But I think blue ebony originates from South America. But Ebony is very strong. I think it's one of the strongest species I have. You can just, it's like iron. It's just, it will destroy your drill bits. It will destroy your saw blades. It will dull your hatchet. You gotta be, it is like next level stuff. But it is so worth it because it is so beautiful. Ebony's beautiful, dark, rich, strong, heavy, durable, lasts a long time, rot resistant. So there's a lot going for it. That's why it's widely used in the timber and lumber industry. But it is quite expensive. But that is blue ebony. And at 110. My last one for now. I guess I gotta go get some more trees or something so I can make more of these, because I don't know, I've just had so much fun making these. It's kind of my passion to talk about trees and make spoons and work with wood and be in nature. It's just, I don't know, it's just really satisfying. It's probably my biggest passion I have. But at 110, we have my newest spoon to the collection. And I held on to this one for quite a while before I actually carved it. But 110 is Northern Hackberry from Tennessee. And Northern Hackberry is a beautiful wood. It's got a nice cream color. And Northern Hackberry is kind of an interesting tree. It's got a gray bark, but it's got these cool, like, corky outgrowths on them, which are very unique to hackberries. So it makes it very identifiable. And Northern Hackberry is very strong, hard wood. And you might have seen me make it, because I made it on a live stream on the channel. My first live stream. But this is my last species for today. And for the finale, 110 tree species. Last one is Hackberry. So, that's it. That was 108 tree species. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making them. It's really my passion and what I like to do. And if you enjoyed it, I hope you enjoyed it. But if you enjoyed it, I hope you stay tuned to more projects and more future videos to come. I have a lot more great ideas to do with my spoons and wood, trees, collections, all sorts of stuff like that. Probably eventually I will make a second series, probably called 150 tree species, but I kind of have to do some preparation from that, some quote-unquote training. Not really training, but you know, I got to get more species. My collection is a constantly growing thing. It is constantly growing. I never stop. And I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago I started, and I just got to 100 tree species last year. So, and when I started this collection I had 108. Now I'm already at 110. So it's growing. It's going. But I probably, you know, I gotta see what I can find. I might have to do some traveling. Who knows? We'll see. That'd be fun. But that is 108 tree species, or 110 tree species. That is the finale. Thank you all so much for watching and being a part of this. If you watched 1 or 2 or all of them, if you enjoyed any of them, thank you for watching. And yeah, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, ask me any questions you have. I'd love to answer them. Also, kind of one more thing. Now that you've seen my entire collection, leave me a thing in the comments. Tell me, what is your favorite? I want to know, out of all my 110 tree species, what is your favorite? Why is it your favorite? It could be the most beautiful. It could be the most interesting. It could be the most unique. You name it. Just anything. Just tell me what your favorite, out of my entire collection, all 110 tree species, what is your favorite of my spoons? Leave it down below. And thank you for all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for my future videos. I have a Q&A coming up. And yeah, it was fun, guys. It was a lot of fun. But that's it. 108. 110 tree species. Finale. Thank you all for watching. And adios.
Oh yeah. I wake up like $1 billion in the morning. I pick and choose from 20 cars on Mr. Foreign. I take my whiskey neat to hide my mixed emotions, and they don't got a clue. My life is like parties over sleep, monkey in the middle of my money and my dreams. Oh yeah, my life is like high heels on the beach, perfect on the surface, but I'm sinking underneath. Oh yeah, you know my life is like, you know, life is priceless. There's pressure, but I guess pressure make diamonds.
You know my life is like giddy up, family daddy. Almost got that Grammy, but I guess they don't do fancy like me. But I'm cool with it, I got low miles on my Prius, rolling down the road with Jesus, and my food at Applebee's is for free. I got this light and I'm lit like fly, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 oh God, I'm blessed, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 I do my best, yeah, yes. I do, cause I got so much I could lose, and I don't got a clue. Hey, my life is like parties over sleep, monkey in the middle.
I love carving.